Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So this week's video is going to be, you guessed it, another reading vlog. You guys, I'm sorry, they are literally my favorite things to film and I read all the time, so they're the best for me to film and the easiest. So when you're working full-time, you gotta work with what you got. So no plans this week besides work and maybe a get-together on Saturday for a couple people in my family. Their birthday is this month and next month. So we might be doing just a small lunch or something on Saturday, but that's to be determined. So let's talk about the reading plans. Today is Monday and I figured I'd just do a read with me for the week. So let's jump into that. I've decided I'm doing a physical, a Kindle, and an audio because I really enjoyed doing that last time. So here's the plan. So for the audiobook, I'm listening to Wild Dark Shore. I have been wanting to listen to this book and get my hands on this book for a really long time. People have been saying that it's really good. It's kind of like a mystery, but it's got this weird science-y element to it. So I'm very excited to dive into that and start listening to that. So that is going to be my audiobook for the week. And then on my Kindle, you guys, this book is going to take me a while to read, so you'll probably be seeing it quite a bit in the next couple reading vlogs, but I've decided to finally pick up the fourth book in Stormlight, Rhythm of War by Brandon Sanderson. I have been wanting to get back in this world for so long. I'm going to be reading Never Flinch by Stephen King. This is the book I just got from the library and I'm very excited to pick it up. It is, like I said, I think it's just a legal thriller of sorts. I truthfully do not know what it's about. I'm pretty much going into most of these books blind, as I always do, but this is going to be the physical book that I read, and I'm going to be picking this one up today. We are at the park, and I just wanted to get out of the house, so we're here to read for a little bit before I have to go home and cook dinner. It did pick up, because I always like to drink something when I'm reading. It's just a thing. But I really didn't want a coffee or anything, so I went to the gas station and I got a cherry slush Alani Nu. I don't remember if I've had this one before, but I've heard that this one's really good, so I figured I could give it a try. I don't really ever drink energy drinks because, I don't know, I just don't, but it sounded good when I was there, so here we go. Oh, that is good. It would taste even better if it was in a cup with ice, so that it could be ice cold, but it's pretty good. I already cleaned the top off, in case anyone's wondering. Make sure you do that when you buy cans. Yeah, it's really good. Got that, got my wallet, got my books, and there's a nice little bench over there calling my name. So that's where we're going. I will check you guys later. Hello friends, today is Tuesday. I honestly don't have too much to say. I am exhausted. I just finished work half an hour ago and I'm at the doctor's with my aunt. I just brought her. So I'm gonna pick up some of Stephen King. I've made a bit of progress. I am on page 58. It's alright so far. Not loving it, not hating it. Am I wearing the same shirt as yesterday? Yes, you guys are just going to deal with it because I literally wore this for all of 30 minutes yesterday, so I put it back on. Because I'm so tired and I quite literally am just like, ugh. I got an Alani Nu. I got a new flavor. I got juicy peach. I love anything peach flavored, so give this a go. And just see how she tastes. It is good, but I think I like the cherry slush better. But definitely still good. When I tell you guys, I am so tired. I am exhausted. I have 4 herniated discs in my back, and I have sciatica, and so occasionally I'll get like little, like, I'm in the midst of a small flare up, nothing like I have had in the past, thank God. But I don't know if it's just because I've been walking so much and I'm just putting more pressure on my back. So I took a day off from walking, but yeah, I just have not been able to sleep the last 2 nights. I've been like tossing and turning, like, because my back has been bothering me so much. So definitely tired. Me and my aunt have to go to TJ Maxx because I have to get some sugar-free syrup for my coffee. And that's pretty much all the plans. I'm gonna go back home, cook dinner, watch something on YouTube, read, go to bed, and do this all again tomorrow. Another update I have is I've decided I'm not reading the next Stormlight Archive book. I have a reason behind it. So I was watching Lottie on YouTube, and she was talking about Out of the Woods by Hannah Bonham Young, and her talking about it made me want to pick it up, so I had it on my Kindle. And Alchemized by Sin-Lin Yu comes out next week, and I want my roster clear for that book. Like, that is literally all I'm going to be reading. So my plan is, once I finish Never Flinch, Out of the Woods, and then and I'm probably just going to keep an audiobook because I do like to always have an audio. But Sin-Lin Yu, her new book is going to be the only book that like I'm reading. So that's the plan. So I didn't want to like get into a Stormlight book when I'm like, my mind's not really going to be focusing on it. So I just wanted something that I could just like easily read before bed. So Out of the Woods it is. That's the update. I'm gonna sit here and drink this, read, and then I will catch you guys when I catch you guys. Hello friends, so I just got back from TJ Maxx, so I gotta do a quick little haul because they started selling books, which I told you guys already, but so I got 2 books. I got The Wedding People by Alison Espich, which is one of my favorite books. And I'm so excited that I was finally able to get it. It was only $15 at TJ Maxx. So we got that. And then I also got Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte McGonaghy. I'm listening to this on audio, but I wanted the physical. And then I got my mom this funny birthday card for when she turns 50, which is not until next year. So I'm not going to show it because she does watch my videos, but it's funny. And then this I got for my cousin who's turning 21 this weekend. Well, at the end of October, but we're celebrating it this weekend. And then I got this s'mores sugar-free syrup for my coffee. And I got this for the cats. I'm so excited. It's this like little, well, not little, it's a haunted house. My sister-in-law Save got them a Christmas one a couple years ago, and my cat Winnie loves it. But I wanted to get them this one. And funny story, when we were checking out, the cashier at TJ Maxx, we started talking about cats. And she was like, oh yeah, my cats' names are Sabrina and Salem. And I was like, no. I was like, my name is Sabrina. And I said, I want a cat named Salem. And so then we were talking about our cats, and it was a good time. So I'm probably going to set this up for them because it's easy to assemble. So we'll see. I'll probably set it up really quick right now. But that's the TJ Maxx haul, and I just want to show you guys. Hello. Just want to film a quick clip before I go read. So, a couple things. I DNF'd Never Flinch by Stephen King. I was like 80 pages in and I was over it. So, the writing, I was not a fan of. I didn't like the 3 storylines that we were getting. I only really liked one of them, and it was like the good one, but I felt like the other 2 just weren't worth it for me to read through, so I was over it. So now I'm picking up, what is this? In the Veins of the Drowning by, I think, Kaylee Cassidy? Yeah. So I'm picking this up, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully better. And then I got 2 Alani News because they were on sale at CVS, so 2 for $5. So I got Cherry Twist and I got Pink Slush. I have zero idea which one's going to taste better. But whichever one I don't have today, I'm going to have tomorrow. And I was really craving cherry, so let's try this out. Apparently this is just like an Alani New Taste Test channel now, too. It's pretty good. I still think that the cherry slush so far is definitely my favorite. I'm hoping that the pink slush will be good. But let's go read. Hey guys, so it is a little while later, like 45, well, probably like an hour, and I am currently on page 38 of In the Veins of the Drowning, and I'm actually obsessed with it. It's really good. They're like jumping right into the story, like meeting characters. Live, laugh, loving it. I don't know what's on the back of the book because I don't ever read the back of the book, so I don't know what's a spoiler or not, but because we're only in the first 4 chapters, I'm going to assume that nothing I'm about to say is a spoiler. So you're following our main character so far is Imogen, and apparently she is a siren, and sirens are like hunted down and killed in this kingdom, and she is a ward for this king, Nemea, that no one likes. But he, I guess, doesn't know that she's a siren, and right now she's set to get married to the captain of his army, and apparently the captain also didn't know that she was a siren, and then all of a sudden she shifted, and he was like, whoa, what's happening? Because, like, what they do is they kill sirens. Like, they literally hunt her kind. And she's like, oh my god, and then she's freaking out. But then she also met this other king. His name is King Theodore, and she didn't know he was a king. When they first met, they like were both out on the balcony together, just looking for some silence, and they had like a little conversation, nothing too crazy. But then King Nemea brought her to him for like a dance for politics, and he was like, you look so familiar, I feel like I know you. And she was like, I don't know what you're talking about, I literally haven't left this whatever fort since I've been like born, essentially. And he was like, no, like, really, you look really familiar. And she's like, literally don't know what you're talking about, guy, and you're making a scene. Can we just dance and get this over with? And he's like, no, like, you look familiar. And then he just like walks away. And like I'm like, where are you going, first of all? And like, we're just gonna ignore that you recognize her from where, from what? Like, I don't understand. So that's literally the gist of what's happened so far. I don't want to give out anything else because I feel like anything else could kind of be a spoiler, but I'm really liking it. I kind of wish I had it on my Kindle because I've already wanted to like highlight stuff, and obviously it's a library book, so I can't. I have to go home and cook dinner because it is 6:47, and I really don't want to because I just want to read. And tonight is the season finale of The Summer I Turned Pretty, but then I heard we're also now getting a movie, so that's interesting. But I need to watch the season finale of that, and I'm sure that's gonna be over an hour, so by the time I get home, cook dinner, eat, and watch the show, it's gonna be bedtime. And because I don't have this on my Kindle, I can't read upstairs in bed. So I'm sad. Let's go do that now. Hello, friends. This sun is very intense. I'm currently by the water, reading in a different location today, but figured I would do a quick update and my daily Alani New check-in. So first things first, let's just talk reading updates. So I'm reading Out of the Woods by Hannah Bonham Young. 98 pages through, 31%. And we just got to the like day one of this like couples therapy camp that they're going to. I don't think I've talked about what this book is about. So you're essentially following Caleb and Sarah. They've been together pretty much since I think Sarah was like 15 or 14. And they're married. They've, like I said, been together, but Sarah feels like she's never been able to like accomplish anything on her own. Like she feels like Caleb is always trying to rescue her, and like so she just feels like she's never been able to like accomplish anything by herself, and she's having like an internal like crisis, and just feels like her relationship with Caleb is not working anymore. And her best friend Wynn, who is from the first book, Out on a Limb, and is like, well, I know these people that run this like couples like therapy camping trip. It's like a week-long trip. There's no phones, no distractions, things like that. So Sarah and Caleb decide to go, and we've just got to day one. There's a lot. I really like this because me and my husband have been together for a very long time, and I think that I relate to some of the interior, monologue of our main character, Sarah, and I feel like my husband does, some of the things that Caleb does, and so I just relate to this story a little bit. So I think that's why I'm enjoying it so much. And there's like definitely some little funny parts. And so it's very, very good so far. Really enjoying that. In the Veins of the Drowning. I'm on page 68. Still having a really good time so far. Really, really enjoying this. So listening to Wild Dark Shore. I'm not too far into that. I think like 15%. And it's okay so far. Let's try our Alani New. We got the Pink Slush. So let's try this bad boy. Okay, so this is good, but I still think that the cherry slush is my favorite. But I think this one might be my second favorite. I really like this. I don't know. It's pretty good. Like I said, I would say my second favorite. But let's get to reading. I will check you guys later. Friends, so today is Saturday. Yay. So it is currently around 9 a.m. My husband went to go fishing with his family, and so I decided that I just wanted some quiet time to read, so that's what we're doing. So I got my coffee made, this cute Hufflepuff to-go mug, thanks to Julie. She got these for my party, and I had some left over, so I was like, oh my god, this will be perfect to go drink my morning coffee. I'm by the water again today. It's a little bit cooler, but I'm loving the vibe, so I'm very excited. Nothing hits more than your perfect cup of morning coffee. So I have today, we eventually want to redo our kitchen and our bathrooms. My husband wants to go look at a couple of like showrooms, so there's a couple near us, so we might go do that today. But other than that, I don't really have many plans, just reading, hanging out, and that's it. So let's do some reading updates. So first up, we have the In the Veins of the Drowning by Kaylee Cassidy. I'm really enjoying this, you guys. So I am on chapter 15, page 170, about halfway through, I would say, and it's so good. Like, I've gotten so many good quotes too from this, and like I said, I really wish that I like either owned this or it was like on my Kindle, because that way I could like annotate and stuff, because the quotes are just so good. But I do really love this cover, so I may end up just buying a physical copy of the book, because I'm really enjoying it. and I just am like really vibing with the characters. Like I really like our main character Imogen, and where we're at now with like her story and like what's going on, and like the banter between her and the king are just so funny. So I'm just really enjoying it, and I'm having such a blast. And I'm so sad that I'm halfway done, because I don't know, I know that this is obviously a new release. I have zero idea when the next book in this like series comes out. I think it's a trilogy, Out of the Woods by Hannah Bonham Young, and I am really enjoying this too. I really like the dynamic between Sarah and Caleb, that there's like no better feeling than having someone in your life that's like been with you through all the hardest times, and at the end of the day, like they still love you and are still there for you and still care about you and know you better than anybody. And like I just feel like there's like just truly no better feeling. So anyways, you guys, so I will catch you guys in the next update, whenever that may be, but just wanted to give you guys a quick update, and I will catch you guys later. Morning, friends. So I honestly don't have too much. Today's Monday, and I'm just sitting here. I got back from my walk, and I'm just in my cozy blanket with my book, In the Veins of the Drowning. I am on page 201, and I'm on chapter 18. So we are, I would say, probably like 60% through, maybe 55-60%. Loving it. Nothing new to say. It's really good. I really like Imogen and Theodore, the two main characters. They're really great together. And then as far as Out of the Woods, I don't think I'm too much farther than I last showed you guys on Saturday. I honestly did not have too much time to read over this weekend. We ended up going to my dad's house on Saturday and had some dinner, played some games, hung out, had a good time. And then yesterday we ended up having, a get together for my mom, my aunt, and my cousin. Their birthdays are between like September and October, and everyone's kind of like busy throughout the months and all that. So we just wanted to do like a get together for them. A grandmother and her partner are coming into town, and so that's pretty much what I'm doing all week, is hanging out with them. We are going to Boston tomorrow to do the Boston Science Museum, and then on Wednesday there's this like Goshen, there's like this in Goshen, Connecticut, there's like this action wildlife thing, and it's like a drive-through safari, I think. So we're like doing that on Wednesday. They're only here for a couple days. So today we are picking them up from the airport. Me and my dad are going to go get them after work. So it's just not, I'm not going to have a lot of like reading time pretty much all week. The only time I'm going to have is beforehand. And even then I have to work early because I'm clocking out early. So just going to be a busy week of not much reading, which is totally fine. I'm very excited to spend some time with them and just have a good time. And Alchemized comes out tomorrow, which I'm so excited about. I will catch you guys when I catch you guys. Oh my god. Unexpected. Oh no, this is not gonna go well and I'm literally gonna cry. Bruh. Literally cannot with this. Oh my god. This is too much. Hello friends. So I wanted to just do a quick wrap up because I finished the books for this vlog. So let's dive in. So the first book was Stephen King, Never Flinch. DNF'd it. Stand by it. Next book, In the Veins of the Drowning. Loved it. I really loved our main characters, Imogen and Theodore. Their bond together was like just so great. I enjoyed the plot itself. I haven't really read a book about like sirens and that kind of lore, so it was really interesting to read about that. The writing was very fast paced. I was always intrigued and I wanted to just keep reading and learning more. So I'm so excited for the second book, but I don't think it comes out till like 2026, which is sad, but really good. Rated this a 4.25. Definitely check this out if you like romantasy or any sort of just like dark fantasy elements. Like this was really good and I really enjoyed it. Then I finished the audiobook for Wild Dark Shore. I was actually listening to the audiobook, which you guys saw in the last couple clips. And you guys, the end of this book literally destroyed me. I was on my walk and I was like crying walking down the street. Like it was intense, but this was so good. 4 stars. Loved the characters. You get like everyone's point of view, so you get so invested in each of these characters, but by the time what happens at the end, you're like devastated, okay? And I would categorize this as like a climate change general fiction with suspense and romance as like subplots. Like really good. I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. And I actually really enjoyed the like climate change aspect of it and like learning about all of the different like nature and weather and just like that stuff in general. I genuinely just love the characters in this so much, and the characters just like made it what it was. So if you like a really good like character-based story, you learn a lot about what these characters went through. And in this one, you're just following a dad, his 3 kids, and then a woman washes up on shore. They're on this deserted island. The dad and the kids are kind of tasked with like taking care of this island. And there's like a seed bank that has like the last of the seeds that before like if anything were to happen, like that could like repopulate and be able to feed people and things like that. So you're tasked with like, and they're leaving the island because the island's kind of falling apart. It's getting worse. It's like becoming inhabitable. And so you're following them trying to last out the last, I think it's like 5 or 6 weeks, plus figuring out why this woman washed up on shore, and she's trying to figure out like what's going on, and like she knows why she's on shore, but she's trying to figure out what's going on shore because she feels like they're lying to her. They feel like she's lying to them. It's a lot of like confusion, but really good. And finally, I just finished Out of the Woods by Hannah Bonham Young, and I ended up giving this one a 4-star as well. I really enjoyed this so much more than I thought. The writing, I'm really gonna have to read out on a limb because I loved the writing in this book. Sarah and Caleb were genuinely just amazing characters to read about, because I feel like every single romance book we get now is like, you know, they're learning about each other, they're just meeting each other, you're getting the meet cutes, but this, they've been together for 17 years, and you're getting, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly, like what each of them are thinking, how, you know, one of them feels like lost just in herself and it has nothing to do with the relationship. Like she knows that Caleb is her one and only, and like he knows that she's, you know, his one and only, but she's just kind of like lost within herself, and he's like trying to like figure that out. And just this journey that they went on together, I don't know, it was just so great to read about, because I just feel like we don't get many books about long-term relationship couples. And I genuinely really enjoyed their banter and just them, like truthfully, like they were a pleasure to read about. Like, so if you are looking for just a good romance about a couple who's been together for a long time, who kind of loses their way for a little bit, but finds their way back to each other, and the journey that they go on and the things that they learn, like definitely check this out. You know, I really, really enjoy even like the side characters we get, which is like Win and Bo. It's like learning about, you know, Sarah's relationship with her mom, and like just all of that. It was so good, so well written. I really enjoyed the little bits of comedy. Overall, it was so, so good. But that is all that I have for you guys in this video. And as always, please like, comment, subscribe, as it really supports my channel. And I will catch you guys in the next video.